Each of us must turn inward and destroy in himself all that he thinks he ought to destroy in others. Each of us must turn inward and destroy in himself all that he thinks he ought to destroy in others.
See, we want to grow, but we want to stay liked by everybody. I was willing to be my own rescue at the risk of your approval. Most of us aren't like that. We want to be liked. Well, I woke up and I like myself today, so your like is extra. My job is to like me first.
And you chasing a dream, when you sacrificing, when you going for things, and how do you get to a space and place? It says not failure, but low aim is sin, right? It's all right to fail and seek of those dreams, goals, and aspirations, but when you be careful that you're reaching for the stars, that everybody you love don't get burned up by the heat, that's a totally different animal, right? When you're reaching for it, how can we look at it, self-assess, and look at it in such a way to where, all right, I got my goals, my dreams, and my aspirations, but what is this going to affect?
When I wake up in the morning, I don't think, am I motivated to go do what I'm supposed to do? No, I don't think about it for 1 millisecond. When the alarm clock goes off, I have no thought about whether this is easy, whether this is hard, whether I want to do it, whether I don't want to do it. None of that matters. It's an emotionless, thoughtless discipline. When the alarm clock goes off, you get up, you get out of bed, and you go do what you're supposed to do. I don't care how it feels. I don't care if it's easy or hard. It doesn't even matter to me. It's just a reaction, it's a discipline, and it's life. And that's the way I choose to live my life.
You're going to go to a new level, and every time you get to a new level, you're going to face a new devil. But when they come at you, there is something different about you now. You see, all those stones that they threw at you when you were young and immature, when you were insecure and didn't know what you were about to become, those bricks that they've thrown, I need you to realize that was a foundation for you to build a platform for them to be able to see you at your next level of elevation, wherever it is that you're going. They couldn't have gotten you there any better, but by throwing those bricks at you, they gave you the material that was necessary to be more, so you can do more.
I know a lot of us, we stuck. We stuck in a season. We stuck in grief, we stuck in pain. We stuck in just average, we just stuck in the day-to-day. And there's some things that we need to move on to. Let me say this. It's hard to move on when you have programmed yourself to focus on what you don't have, y'all.
You need to continue to dream of your future. Praise God. Continue to dream of your future, but stay in the present and work on it. Some of y'all, your problem is you dream too much. You dreaming so much, you ain't doing no work. But God told me very closely, wake up in the morning and dream of the Nobel Prize, but get up and make the bed.
When you think about where you are, where you're going, and what it is you're trying to accomplish, there's only two ways you can be. You can be the person who learns a little bit, who does a little bit, and then who decides that this really isn't for them, and moves on to something else and repeats that cycle over and over and over again. Or you could be the person who's committed. You could be the person who says, this is going to fucking work no matter what happens.
You can't read somebody else's book about some theory on how to do shit. Some guy who sat up in a nice warm office and wrote some book with a nice cup of coffee in the fucking hand. No, I want to see that guy who immersed himself in hell. And he thought about quitting and leaving and his wife and his kids. And why am I here? Is it worth it? All this crazy shit. And found out a way to get through it. We have pain, we have suffering, we react, and we react about, get the out of here. It's those people who are able to control that feeling of flight and say, nah, motherfucker, there's a way through this. It's going to end. It's going to end, but we don't know that. We don't think that. At that time, it's going to last forever. So what keeps me going? I've quit several things. I know what's on the back end if I can quit. It's a lifetime of thinking about why the f did I do that? And I ain't doing that no more.
Question yourself. Question yourself every day. Ask yourself, who am I? What have I learned? What have I created? What forward progress have I made? Who have I helped? What am I doing to improve myself today to get better, faster, stronger, healthier, smarter? Is this what I want to be? This? Is this all I've got? Is this everything I can give? Is this going to be my life? Do I accept that? And realize that all of us can do better. We can be better. And it starts when you begin to ask those questions. So ask the hard questions of yourself and find the path to progress and discipline and to freedom inside the answers.